back to Sitting with Ashley. I'm Ashley. This is a week big and make and kind of a show and tell. I just went out to my shed because I was like, I know I have a binder and I really want a binder for all that paper I showed you. This is an old community resiliency binder that I used in LA. And the box that this was in, okay, this is exciting. First of all, I found filler paper. I started the daily I started the mental health and wellness. This is a cutting board that needs to go in the kitchen. I started the wellness workbook for the course, and I'm doing it like background. Hello. I'm doing it background of like a composition notebook with like the loose leaf. So it's funny that I just found filler paper. But yeah, brand new pack. I don't know where that came from. It looks like Walmart. This is Mr. Hoodie. And then today I received this. I got this from a guy on TikTok Shop who does the wire work. It's fucking gorgeous. So it's like the chakras with the is it a clear quartz or is it I can't tell if it's a clear quartz, a crystal, or a amethyst, or a rose quartz. But either way, I feel like it's, oh my god, can you chill the fuck out? Anyway, I also just found, I found these old flyers from Community Resiliency, and I want to prove to you that this is my style of art, and it always has been. So, emotional first aid and de-escalation and know your rights, resilience, that was it was a long time ago, but it was a workshop I did, and that's a flyer for it. Here's Women's Empowerment, which was another group that I facilitated. But anyway, so this has always been my style, so it's kind of fun to find this shit. I should do an emotional first aid within this health and wellness. I think I did that as a collective convo over here. Women's empowerment. Okay, so I found those. And then I also found a legal pad full of notes. So this is from 2018. So this is all when we were building when I was working with LA Can to do a emergency response, or maybe this was after that. Network, steps, and goals. Reach out to collectives with ideas to band together. Accessibilities, ADA, jail, prisons, restorative justice, academic and legal. Acknowledging the spectrums of work being done against forced treatment. Connect and reach out to people who have been introduced to. Mental health, not mental illness. Acknowledge local, federal, state laws and challenges. Familiarize. Okay, so why wasn't I using a computer? I literally wrote on every page. I really like my handwriting from this time. Oh, this is all the emotional first aid stuff. Bringing your sympathetic states back into the window of presence. Oh, these are all notes from the training. Setting the stage for mass genocide, perpetrating a white image just to be accepted. So 2018, so this was while I was doing all of those groups. Oh yeah, this is all that emotional first aid stuff. Oh yeah, here it is, right here. Know your rights, emotional first aid and de-escalations. 9/22/18. So, and then within this binder, I also found. I didn't know that these were printed. I know you guys have seen the other ones. If you've seen that episode, I don't know. I made all of these using, we honor the elements, we honor the seasons, we honor the earth, ourselves, and each other. We garden, we compost, we grow, we nurture. I made these initially for the Home Free Homestead as community agreements. We heal, we laugh, we cry, we reconnect. ACAB. We barter and trade respectfully and equitably. That's the create, which is the current project. We play, we create, we rest, we rejuvenate. We understand darkness and struggle. And love is all around. So I'm going to get these matted on some tan paper the same way I have the others. And then I can use all of those. The other ones are in the ambulance right now. But anyway, this was the binder I was looking for, but I should probably just buy a new binder, I guess. Seems pretty shot. Oh, and then at one point I was going to write a book, and here is the cover for my book, Chasing Nostalgia, which has turned into a project on this channel, which is why I'm not writing a book right now. Initially, too, when I started the story times, I started those with the intention to footnote them in the book. But this is my book cover. So, again, proof that this has always been my style. But I'm very excited about this. I'm going to look over this legal pad and see what other things are in there for the courses for this semester. And then I forgot that I had made the daily decolonizing zine, so I think we're going to use that within the decolonizing class. I'm still going to put a workbook together, going over some definitions. I should write this down. Definition, my pen is over here. This is a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be, but it's so pretty. Oh my god. Okay, so definitions. Decolonizing 101. I think definitions. And also just like main concepts. I think we'll do like a pop culture, like revolutionary songs. Oh my god, can you move your tail? Revolutionary songs, because I'm specifically thinking like Bob Marley. A couple lyrics. I think that would be a really great way to bring in some vibes. And also, I think the hardest part about introducing decolonizing as a topic is to understand is people who don't think that they're oppressed, like people who aren't aware, especially here in America, because everyone thinks they're free, right? The hardest part to collective liberation is making people understand that they are indeed not free. That's the hardest part of this process, in my opinion. Once you can get over that hurdle within your own process and working with others, then it's pretty legit from there. So cognitive dissonance is what that is. The idea, like, when you're introduced to new information that contradicts your beliefs, that's the hardest part. So we'll have to go over some cognitive dissonance immediately in order to carry out the rest of the course. But anyway, thanks for being here. I'm very excited that I found this stuff. I'm pretty excited about this filler paper, so I'll get myself a new binder. I just want to keep all of my classes. I'm so excited because I started looking through my Canva. I have that timeline. I have all of the workbooks. I have the zine. I have, I made initially my first Canva project was a project called I Am, which was like a little healing journal. It's like 10 pages. So I'm going to add that to the mental health and wellness course. The college is probably going to be mad at me about my printing needs if people sign up. Okay, that's the thing, if people sign up. But if not, I'm probably just going to have them printed anyway. So I can have a hard copy. But anyway, because they're all very long, it would be like, if I were to print these at the library at $1 each, because I like them in color, that's how I make them, it would be like probably over $100, because they're very lengthy documents. Why am I not selling them on PDF? I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. If you would like to help me with that, go ahead. But anyway, I'm really happy to find this. have a lot of other. I used to have this journal in LA. This was my dad's, this leather part, and so I would keep little baby legal pads in here, but they're all in my zine collection on the homestead. I know exactly where they are, but I don't have them here. But all of those legal pads are also all of my work from LA for the 4 or 5 years I was there. Okay. I'm thinking about my library on the homestead. I gotta get out there soon. Alright, that's all. Thanks for coming back. Sorry we got interrupted last time. But I did some work and I'm very excited.